bass drops deep, the beat bounces high. Afro beat meets house reggae too. Deep bass pumps making my heart sing glue. I'm spinning round under the neon lights, dancing wild through the night. Feel the groove, let go and shout. In this ride, we're never about. I'm CARNY'S ride, feeling the rhythm. Bass drops deep, the beat bounces high. Together we dance in this electrifying ride. Afrobeat, house, reggae, deep bass aside. Through the crowd, I see your smile. Together we shine, no need for a while. This moment's ours, let's embrace. In this ride, we'll find our place. I'm CARNY'S ride, feeling the rhythm. Bass drops deep, the beat bounces high. Feel the vibe, let the music fly. In this ride, we're truly free. I'm spinning round under the neon lights, dancing wild through the night. See why my doorship raised with the hill lies water. Ocean beat, ground rock by Borgia. Getting out of your heads, getting little bit of waste off. Do good, man, nigga, get in the gate call. Don't want drug with the world, get a gay car. A lot of cloud points in your 4 city K car.
Alrighty, CARNY'S Riders. How you guys doing this morning? Remember, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you want, you can even share it. Share it to your friend, share it to your friend's friend, share it to your mom and dad, and brother and sister. Don't matter. If you like it and then you think somebody else should be watching, let them know. So, how you guys doing today? Let's see who's all in here. What's up, Frank? Hey, what's up, Sister Zip Tie? What's up, brother? Brother Critters. Let's hear the other song. What other song? You like Carney Vanguard? Or you play with Carney Vanguard? Let's see. I know you guys like Carney Vanguard. There.
Town where the stars start to shine. The young man stands with the sunset's goodbye. He whispers to the wind about days gone by. Lost in time yet hopeful, he feels alive. Carney Vanguard, his heart beats slow as the sun sets low. Dreams of tomorrow, but fears he may fall. Carney Vanguard, whispers of the sunset in the quiet night. hours might buy, dreams of a future where he won't be flying. Carny Vanguard, through the fields where the wildflowers grow, he finds a path that seems to know. Each step he takes with a heart so bold, toward the sunrise where the darkness is old. Carny Vanguard, his spirit lifts as the sun sets low. Dreams of tomorrow, but fears he may fall. Carny Vanguard, whispers of the sunset in the blind night, hopeful and lost in this small town's light, wishing for a better day. Those stones may ignite dreams of a future where he stands so right.
There you go, Frank. Time for some 420. 420 all the time. What time is it? 420. Hell yeah. All right. So, figured I'd jump on for a little while today. Let's see. I was over here playing around on YouTube, seeing who was up, and just watching a little bit of Insane Throttle. Hollywood over there. It looks like he's done, so I was going to see what he had going on right now, but apparently he's done, so should we see what's out there in YouTube world? All right. Oh, take this off. Put this up. All right. Let's see. Let's refresh it. E25. Looks like Tommy's already there. Let's give him a quick like real quick. I guess we'll watch Black Dragon when he pops up, huh? What do you guys think? Got 7 people watching. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And if you want, go ahead and share it. We're just chilling out right now. Looks like Black Dragon's not on yet, so yeah, I'm just going through YouTube. Figured I'd jump on before I went to work for today. So, what's going on, Todd? Thanks for coming out. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Right on, Zip Tie. What are you doing? You sitting at home or you critters at work? What's going on with you guys? And if you want, the link is posted. It's pinned on top. Here it is again. I'll throw it on the screen. If you want to jump up, there you go. There's the link. So, still looks like nothing going on over there, Black Dragon, huh? He's home. Right on, critters. Just chilling today or what? You know, you can come up if you want. It's up to you. It don't matter. What's Smoking Spaceman? How you doing? Let's see. Black Dragon. Waiting for Black Dragon. At 8:25. It's past. Okay. So, should we tell everybody good morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'll let you guys see this. Let's see if he says that. Add emojis. 2 down. Keep the rubber side down. Bam. Right. For my dispatch so I can get on the road. Looks like everybody. I think my brother Stump is on the road right now. My brother Bruiser, he might be on the road, but as far as my brother Critters, he's out smoking right now. Today's his early night. Hell yeah. So yeah, I got a lot of brothers I drive to. So yeah, I think we'll say my brother Cuddles. He might be on the road right now. A lot of drivers in the family. We be trucking one way or another. Oh, I see somebody. Who can it be knocking at my door? It's Zip Tie. We be trucking one way or another. You might want to turn down your TV in the background. Oh, I see. Get some or some feedback and stuff.
Is that better?
Yeah. What are you up to?
Oh, just hanging out.
Yeah, me too. So, Critters is early night, huh?
Yeah, he has to lay down early so he can get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Yeah. Where's he driving to in the morning?
Tomorrow, yeah, down south.
No. Huh.
Mm,
That sucks.
Yeah.
Tell him he needs to have an extra set of keys. That way he can lock his door.
Right? He takes his keys with him now, he said.
Well, if he wants to leave his truck running, but yeah. Yeah, make sure you keep your keys with you.
Right?
Oh, it is starting to warm up, so yeah, you'll be. You don't have to keep it nice and toasty in there.
No. Pretty soon he'll be wanting to keep the air on, though.
True that. Mostly going down south.
Yep.
Well, that's when like I said, he needs to have an extra set on him.
Right?
Yeah.
That way he could keep it running with the AC or heater running, and then lock the door and close it.
Yeah, definitely. So
And
no,
that way he doesn't run after somebody for 2 blocks.
after a crazy crackhead who stole the keys.
Yeah,
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, but you weren't laughing at that time. What's Dwayne?
I'm like right after.
I wasn't laughing then. I was pissed.
Right?
Uh, let's see.
Too funny.
All right, let's see. Is he on yet? Oh, here we go. And it's showtime.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Black Dragon.
Can you hear it all right?
Beautiful day. The spring is here. It's still cold out. The weather's changing. Cold one day, hot one day, cold the next day.
That's
So,
not me like,
definitely
okay.
it's going to be a cold one. What the hell is going on with the video? Holy moly. Oh my goodness. We're gonna probably have video problems all morning. The cable is bouncing. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow, he's majorly having problems.
Yeah.
Here we go. Technical difficulties abound. Welcome to live
Let's check
video.
this banner off. That way we could see the screen a little bit more.
Let's see
A little wider screen.
to this service.
Nope.
What's that?
A shirt.
Oh, the T-shirt. Okay. Thought it was. I thought I hung it up.
It's right there.
No, that one's mine. Came this morning.
Oh, they clean.
Yep. So I did this one. I think this one looks better though. I tried them on earlier.
Do they both fit there?
Yeah.
He's not called Lag and Dragon for nothing. Oh, come on. Really? Come on, Frank.
I'll show you, and then you can tell me which one you like better.
All right. Oh, Mike's in here.
Probably this one.
Wait a minute. Why am I doing on this one? All right. Mike. A fire, Christmas tree, clover, smoke. Puff, puff, pass, motherfucker. Oh shit, Frost is in here too. Shit.
That one better.
And Naomi's in here. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute here. Trying to see who all is in Black Dragon's chat real quick. Said hey to Tommy. Oh shit! SSW. Relic. So after this, we'll probably watch Mike's show too. Why not? Let's see. So loud. Okay, it's just black. What's going on, Black Dragon? Wow. I guess until they.
Are we back? I think we might be back.
Hey, Lavish.
Lavish,
I'm
you
here.
there?
I'm here.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
Back in black.
Welcome. Yeah, man. We're having issues with the internet. It's bouncing up and down. It really sucks. I just went to my secondary internet solution. So we're actually streaming off a cell phone today. Let's see if we can stream this program off a cell phone. That's going to be interesting. Hey, what's up, man?
I do all the time.
Man, what's happening? Good morning, everybody.
All right.
Yeah. That's interesting. Anyway, we got these phone calls. I've been getting these phone calls and messages. I don't know why people are asking me. You need to call the folks that you should call to find these kind of things out. But a lot of folks are concerned now about the kickstands down. Black Dragon, you started with a cell phone. You got this. I appreciate that. I did. It's interesting this fray that's going on, affray or fray, whichever term you want to use, that's going on. It couldn't come at a worse time, but things like that never do. There is a huge party that's coming up in Arizona. I think it's Arizona. That happens every year. I want to go to that party, Lavish, and sell my books, because there's going to be motorcycle clubs from all over California and many of the surrounding states. And
so this is also his channel and this is Black Dragon's channel. Matter of fact, this is his live right now. You guys want to go over there and show him some love?
You want to go so bad. You're a retired guy. What's really stopping you, man?
I didn't have the money to go.
That makes a difference. That makes a difference right there, man. Enough said. That makes a difference.
Oh, good. I thought you was gonna cap on me for that. You broke my phone. No, okay, yeah,
Hey, man, listen, man. Don't nobody know what somebody else's pockets is looking like and what they got going on behind closed doors, man. But lack of income could stop you.
It cost.
Is that a little bit better, Zip Tie?
Like $2,000 in gasoline alone.
That better?
Yeah.
That better?
I've got to have.
I didn't know if it was too loud.
Worth of books to make that trip is why I haven't done it. There's a couple. I want to go to the Galveston run. I want to go to the Soul Brothers run. I want to go do the East Bay Dragons run, bro. But to take all the books and all that stuff with me, it's just I spent a lot of money down in Daytona, and I tell you where it's really easy to do it. The easiest two places to do it is the Roundup and the Proc. Those are the easiest places. They've never really had a Proc so far away, but going all the way across country in that big ass RV, and then hanging out for a week.
How
I
many
just
miles per
haven't done
gallon
it
do
yet.
you get?
I want to do it. I think 6 or 7 miles a gallon. What does your truck get? 6 or 7 miles? 7?
7 to 9.
We might be able to do 10 miles. Yeah, we might be able to get 10 miles to the gallon if we're like doing 55 miles an hour and we don't have a strong headwind. We might be able to creep up to 10 miles a gallon. But no, I think I'm around 7 miles per gallon.
I figured.
Just like, and you know, it's just a big sail in the wind. It's just a big ass sail. There's no aerodynamics to it or nothing. So at least some trucks have the flaps in the back and all that stuff. They say it helps. But anyway, these guys are going to have this major party out there, and I've heard about it. Well, I've actually been to it 20 years ago. 40 years ago, 35 years ago. And the first time I was ever there, I got to hang out with the founder of the Soul Brothers. His name was Heavy. And I was just a prospect, man. And this larger than life human being, this father, this godfather, he just walked with authority, man.
You talking about me?
No, this was way before you.
Oh, okay. No, I was just asking. When I was listening, I was like, is he talking about me?
That's what you're gonna. That's who you're gonna be. Yeah, you're not him yet. But I have no doubt, following my tutelage, that's who you will be. You know. And I'm gonna pass down my chain to you or something, so that you'll have me to remember as you go on to the greatness I've built in you and Mike Ball. So anyway, this guy Heavy, this man, he took me as a prospect. He spent an entire day with me, and he just told me all the stories. He told me how he started, how the Soul Brothers got started, and the motorcycle club he came from. And I mean, one day I really wanted to do his history. He is a Sonny Barger on our side, just an amazing human being. And I benefited from, whenever you benefit from somebody, like just being around them, like you benefit from me, it's just, you can't,
this guy,
you can't say enough. So anyway, I've been to that run. We used to go out to their run all the time. It's nowhere near as big as what you see now. As a matter of fact, when we made the movie Biker Boys, we were mimicking that run. So when this trouble breaks out, a lot of folks have been like, "Oh my God, do we go to the party? Will we be safe at the party?" And I got some text messages last night, and I was like, "Wow, I don't know. Don't ask me. I would hope that they would make a statement saying, "Hey, man, we got this thing fixed, or we've got security. Don't worry, you'll be surrounded by special security officer detail. We hired Wackenhut," or whatever they're going to say. Are you? Yes, Mike Ball. I am hotspotting my cell phone to do a live stream. Yeah, and it's working. So it's working. We'll see what happens. We've had a few glitches, but it's working, bro. So technology, man, our technology is on point. But anyway, what do you think about that?
Me personally, I don't think it's going to stop. I don't think it's going to stop nobody. I think people have conversations just to have conversations out of curiosity. Honestly,
So what do you think, Ziptie?
Oh, I don't know. I missed some of that because I got a bunch of people in the house doing work right now, changing out GFI switches.
A bunch of people.
Yep.
Huh. What, the critter's not doing it?
No,
Oh,
landlord,
okay.
state, or whatever. They do crap every year.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the show.
having an abundance of things to partake in anyway. So nothing's gonna stop me from going. If I had to, if I wasn't already going to Dallas next week, I'll be going to the Soul Brothers.
You'd be there.
I'll be there. No,
Okay.
no, incident that happened or not, I'll be there. I sure will. I mean,
But
it didn't be
that's
another.
you.
I
You
mean,
look for trouble. You're a troublemaker. You look for trouble. Trouble is your middle name. So
I don't.
lavish
I don't go
going is
looking. I don't go looking
that's
for
no revelation there.
No, listen.
You get off the bike. Where's the trouble at?
No, I don't look for trouble. I'm a hustler, man. I'm not the bad tough guy. I'm not the tough guy. I'm the hustler guy. But I'm
The
not.
hustlers be the tough ones.
No.
They be the ones that got you.
No.
I never know a hustler, real live hustler that wouldn't get you.
No, if his back is
That's
against
just
the
saying.
wall, if his back is against the wall, of course, that's
Their
anybody.
backs don't have to. Their backs don't have to be against the wall. They
Listen, man.
they can.
The hustler dude, man. We
What's
just
up,
worried
in
about.
South Africa? We see you.
We just worried about having
Go
a
ahead,
good
man.
time and making our money, man. We just worried about the money, man. We don't want no problems. We don't want no violence. We don't want no smoke. We won't run from it, but we don't want it. Then you got the tough guys that want to be the tough guys that want to flex muscles. We we ain't here for that, man. We here to have a good time, man. Go on somewhere else with all that kind of stuff. So I would be there, mindful of what could go on. Oh, okay, yeah. I was just checking out
Right.
to see what.
Look at all the rest.
Oh,
Right. You're
yeah.
gonna keep your
Okay.
sticks
No,
on, right?
I seen
keep
something.
your head on the swivel.
But it ain't got nothing to do with us. So we over here. But I've just got my head on the swivel because I ain't trying to get caught up in no melee.
So you're not gonna just close your eyes and go blindly. You're gonna be aware of your surroundings and that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm always aware of my
one of our mutual
surroundings,
friends,
man.
One of our mutual friends hit me up, and one of our mutual friends hit me up, and she's with a motorcycle club, and she said, "I'm concerned for my girls. Should we go there?" And I said, "Well, you do absolutely have every reason to be concerned, but I'm sure that they are on the telephones trying to get things worked out, getting to whatever meetings they have. You can be assured that the top guys are moving right. And this is a lot of money on the line in terms of this party. So I'm sure they would have every precaution, everything, I'm sure. But I said, if you go and you're really concerned, go early and leave early. Because the bullshit normally doesn't happen till my grandma used to say.
I don't know, man. I've been to some places
now.
early just to be on the shits, man, before everybody else come. Go in.
Yeah, you can tell he's starting to lag again. That's off of his hotspot, he said.
Early.
Oh yeah.
That's, I don't know.
You be on the bullshit and leave. You got some people that be called for missions, man. You got some people that be called, for mission. They come into town, they handle their business, and then they leave. They disappear like a fucking ghost in the dark, man. Things that's gonna happen is gonna happen regardless, man. But to answer your question of the topic, I will still be there, and I'm still gonna have a great time. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Yeah. And if something was to go wrong,
You know what, guys? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Uh, and if you want to sit there and help out the channel, hit me on that cash app. $sign, Carney Vanguard, capital C, capital V.
And I'm just so happen to be at one of those vendors' food trucks and things are going wrong. This is the kind of guy that I am. I've done it. Everybody get to running, and I get to walking up to the front of the line.
You go.
Hey man,
Hey, man, I need my.
Can I get the 5-piece and them fries, man? And I'm standing there looking. Me and the person in the trailer, we just watching. Everybody else running. I'm in a safe space right here. Everybody else is risking getting, ran over. And now I'm eating. Food is already done because everybody's food who was up to order dispersed.
Oh man.
But I look at things different, man. I look at things different.
Goose says in the, our producer says in the background, some run towards the shit while everyone else runs away. Yeah. Yeah. Those are the Supermen. We read about they ass. I get down. You know, I've learned to, hit the ground. Running, you get shot running. You know, bullets ain't got no eyes. You can get shot running. Pow!
Man, tell me about it, man.
Lavish, look at the top of me right here. You see this? My chest is looking like yours.
I don't have a chest.
Point that out.
I don't have a chest.
I still do. But the man boobs are going away, man.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
£23 in 30 days.
Yeah, I don't have all that stuff you got, man. I'm just saying.
Why would you?
I'm just turning to the side. I'm just turning to the side like you. I'm trying to see if it's some thickness from the chest.
I didn't turn to the side.
I'm just trying to see if it's a little bit of thickness going there or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not side turning right now.
I'm a little guy. Oh, look at that. Look at the.
Why would you do that? It clips me. Why? I don't understand. I was trying to get my. Man, Lavish, I tell you what. But back to the. Now that you've eclipsed me, with I was proud of my little weight loss, and you did that. So
no, I ain't.
It's sad that all this is going on, but I think I'm positive the bosses are moving whatever mountains they can move to make things happen. They have to be. I mean, that only makes sense that they would do that.
I'm just saying, and then when there's controversy, Black Dragon, and you in the area, you just got to understand people got to go, one way, that way, or that way. See the muscles. He just got to separate them.
I'm glad the screen froze on you. Yeah, the screen froze. God doesn't like ugly.
That way.
Black Dragon will have the dogs clear the way. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I just seen people, man, with them dogs, man, in the crowd. So then you got people running, and then you got a dog barking. So people are looking up, trying to avoid stuff, and then looking down, trying to avoid getting attacked by an animal.
My animals are well trained. Although my dog did bite somebody at the Prague a couple of years ago. That did happen. A fox came up to me. Dragon, that dog's got to go. And I'm like, no, that guy stepped on my dog. So he got his ass bit. Hell yeah, Black Dragon, good shit. I'm also on my weight loss journey. See, somebody can
And we got 7 minutes before Mike's show comes on.
No, Lavish, you don't have to give me.
They haven't even got to the story.
2 rocks over to praise me. I will. don't have to give me a credit. Turn on the echo box and sing.
I see, Black Dragon. I see. I'm looking at you. I don't know if you can see the tricep, but I'm looking at
You're looking at you.
Hey Zip, you should tell those guys, hey, if you want to check out my brother's channel, man, here you go. Like and subscribe. Wait, hold on.
YouTube right now.
Oh yeah.
So that's some of the workers.
Oh yeah? Hey, hold on, I want to see this.
Do I have it backwards? No.
No. Let's see. Oh, they're checking out all the critters.
Yeah.
They're checking out critters as critters. Here, let's see.
Yeah, if the one in the upstairs bathroom quits working, you have to come downstairs to the downstairs to reset it on the GFI. That's how it's wired in.
Oh, okay.
On the GFI itself. So if like you plug something in and it quits working, just come downstairs and reset it.
Hit the button. Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Dum dum dum. I had to.
Yeah, that one's a rattlesnake. He just got fed yesterday, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, be careful with that one.
The body heat.
Yeah.
I was like, I could see his little. So I'm like,
All right.
Yeah, my other brother's daughter caught it.
oh wow.
Yeah.
How'd she catch it? Was it just this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that when it was going into her closet. Yeah.
How old is she?
They're looking at you.
Yes.
I used to have some forceps. That's the thing. I used to have some. Or
You said
you don't know.
biceps, perhaps.
Biceps. Well, whatever.
Right.
Biceps, triceps.
And forceps. You've never heard of forceps?
Man,
They're on the forearm. they're on the forearm. I'm telling you. You got to listen to me. I'm older than you. So, well done, Black Dragon. The diabetes can throw some nasty curveballs, but I've taken out the bat and I'm swinging for the fences. Keep it up, brother. Chucky out there in South Africa. We got Sven in Germany. By the way, Sven, I did mention you in my book, and I mentioned you too, Chucky, out there in South Africa.
Did you mention me?
You.
I take that as a no. Take that as a no.
Oh no, that's good, man. I'm going to be jumping on there too. I mean,
do you really think I would write a book and mention everybody else and not mention you?
so
Do you really think that?
Mike's show comes
Yeah.
on
Yes, I
in 3
mentioned you.
minutes. Matter of fact,
It wasn't a good mention, but yeah, I mentioned you. I've seen firsthand dogs clear the crowd at biker function. It's a real thing. Oh wow! You
Doom, 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 doom. Obviously, I am a legend. Let's click that. Let's hit that like. Let's do this. Copy. Put that there. You want to check out my buddy's channel too? Give him a like and all that. Like and subscribe. There he is. Matter of fact, that's his live stream going on right now. It's not on yet, but we in this shit. And instead of jumping on there, so you guys ain't going to see me type this, but
Dude, thanks.
on this one.
I guess so.
That should be everything.
All right, thanks.
Awesome. Have a good one.
You too, thanks.
All right. I'll type that in real quick. Let's see if it pops up. Do. Come on. Did it pop up? Yeah, it did. Cool. See, good morning, Mike and Breakfast Club. Flame. Christmas tree. Clover. Cloud. Watching on my channel. Oh, yeah. Hardwire. I'm not a loser. That's funny. Yeah, Naomi. Carousel horse. And here we go.
One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Let me be free. From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit, I'm broken. He rides on to his ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. The metal in me that will never die. Whisper's report, he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Anybody?
Yeah, man. What's good with everyone, man? Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful, fantastic hump day, beginning to their hump day, man. Hopefully everyone's doing fantastic out there, man. Much love, honor, respect to all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to go ahead and get over and discuss, as a lot of you in the chat are already active, man. I see you guys. I see Mr. Mister says Trump signed an executive order to prove for proof of citizenship to vote. That is correct. That did happen, and basically it'll be voter ID. There was a few things that happened, a few executive orders that were signed last night, but yes, that is one of them. But good morning to all of you freaking legends up in here. Make sure you guys hit the like Naomi says. It very much helps out the show. But listen, all right, so we got a lot to discuss. We got President Trump to deliver remarks today. I'm not exactly sure of exactly what time. We're going to find out together, as well as Vance is to speak to the Marines as well. And we have a White House briefing today. Now, all of these things are happening today, but I don't know if they're actually happening on this actual live stream. I'm not sure. We're going to find out together, but at least everyone knows what's going on. There's a lot of media coverage, a lot of stuff to discuss. But before we get into the world's madness, Make sure you guys hit that like button. It's the #1 metric of all of YouTube. Helps out the show immensely, and it's free to do so, by the way. If you guys are new to the show, hit that subscribe button because it's also free, by the way. Please consider becoming a member, starting only at $2.99. We're making sure we're not going to be breaking no bank out here.
Neighborhood.
But listen, this is exactly how we continue to do this show right here without having to cater to views, doing some radical bullshit just to go ahead and try to get paid off of views, right? So we don't do that here, and you guys allow that to happen. So literally, you guys are the whole reason why we are able to do what we do, and we're not catering to popular authority, right? Anyways, also follow my Instagram right here at BallValveTV. We'll post everything behind the scenes of not only my lifestyle, but of the show, as well as Millennial Food Time. It's like better than my phone number most of the time anyways. Also, Naomi is putting in the chat the Discord link periodically. Make sure you guys join up in there. The majority of the Breakfast Club has joined in, and we all get to be able to hang out in there and chat. I have definitely become extremely active in there. I'm still even going to get more active as time goes on. But yes, I am definitely in there all the time now. Also, little side note, of course, every super chat, super sticker, gifted membership sign up, all of those things are, of course, going to be displayed onto the show and shouted out. But listen, if you guys would like to help out monetarily and skip that brutal YouTube 30% cut, we have these platforms scrolling at the bottom right here. And of course, I'm going to allow it to, for the remainder of the show, scroll. But I will shout you and your message out on.
And don't forget, guys, if you want to help out my channel, hit me on the Cash App.
And thank you so much for smashing that like button. Shit. We got brother Frank. Good to see my man, as well as Rabbit of Chaos, man. Always stoked. We got Mount High as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Let's see here. We got brother Gary. We got Naomi in here. We got Mr. Shout out to all you legends, man. Todd J, my man. Thank you so much for being here and your positivity as always. It's greatly appreciated. We have allegedly saying, hey there, Mike and chat. Can't stay. Going to an admin meeting. I'll catch a replay. Just stopped in to say hi. Hit the like button and show support. Be kind to yourself today. I definitely approve of this message. Allegedly, good morning to you. Hopefully you have a great meeting over there. Hopefully you don't overwork yourself, but always appreciate you stopping by and showing a little love to the channel. Definitely, because we can't do it without you guys, man. All right. We're getting through. We're saying hi to everyone real quick, and then we're going to get into the craziness as always. We got Mr. Lee Lance, my man. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully all is well. This is an indication the Trump administration knows who are the bad guys in the government. Yes. Yeah. Even if a federal judge blocks his executive order, it's a good sign they are doing this. Now, I agree, Mr. I was going to say Mr. Yes, sir. We got brother Steve Easy as well. Good morning, hooligans. Kind sir. Hopefully you're doing fine and dandy. All right, let's go ahead and get into the wildness of today. We got a lot. Well, we actually don't have a lot of breaking news. I kind of, as you guys know, what I like to do is I kind of go through beforehand. I see what kind of stories we're talking about, but I don't listen to them. I just see the headlines and then I move on, basically. So we don't have a lot of breaking news. We have like 2 or 3 breaking news stories, but we do have a lot of updates to things that we have discussed in the past. So let's go ahead and start this one off.
Good morning, and thank you so much for waking up with us here on Live Now from Fox. It's Wednesday morning, March 26th. I'm Jeanette Francine here with you for the next few hours to give you all of your breaking news alerts, top stories, and of course your live events of the day on this Wednesday.
Yo, Miss Lotus over there in Florida as well. Good morning to you. Happy hump day.
Morning, following some tragic breaking news, which takes us out to South Korea. I want you to take a good look at your screen.
Yeah, South Korea is under some serious flames right now. And I forget, I'm trying to remember just off of headlines. I think there was 23 unfortunate deaths in this. But we'll see. We'll have the exact number in a second.
We're getting this live image from
24 people, at least 24 people they write.
South Korea, courtesy of our content partners over at Reuters. They say we're getting a live look at a site where a firefighting helicopter.
Hey, shout out to my man Ron right there. He's all the way down under in Australia. Good to see you, man. It's got to be like 3:10 in the morning for you, man.
Crashed while extinguishing deadly wildfires in South Korea. And that is
What's up,
our
Wes?
breaking news headline. I want to show you all some of the latest video that we're getting from our content partners on this Wednesday morning. As you look at the devastation unfold, I want to read to you the very latest from the Associated Press. They say wind-driven wildfires that were among South Korea's worst ever were ravaging the country's southern regions at this time, killing at least 24 people, destroying.
Hey, man, Steve, real quick, just want to say this. I know it sounds lame that it's like, oh, another 5 more weeks until I can start rehabbing to walk. Let me tell you, hindsight, after all this, it'll feel like it went by like that. I know that's easier said than, obviously done type of thing. But once you get through the rehab part and you're back to walking, blah, 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 this will be just a short period of time in your life, man. So listen, you're stoked for you. Stoked for you. Obviously, it's been working, whatever the surgery they had on your leg and stuff like that. Obviously, it's working. So 5 more weeks and you can start your rehab, man. Congratulations to you, sincerely.
More than
Glad to hear that.
200 structures and forcing 27,000 people to evacuate. That coming from officials in that area this Wednesday. The death toll includes a pilot who died after a helicopter crashed during efforts to contain wildfires in the southeastern town of that area, one of the area's hardest hit. And that was that live image I had shown you just moments ago. We are learning the aircraft had no other crew members. The National Fire Agency said at least 26 other people sustained varying degrees of injuries. An ancient Buddhist temple, houses, factories, and vehicles were among the structures destroyed in the wildfires that have burned 43,330 acres. The government's emergency response center confirming that information with the Associated Press.
Man, look at that destruction, yo.
In a televised address early this Wednesday, South Korea's acting president said the wildfires that began last Friday were causing worse damage than many other past.
Hey, man, you can't conquer the world by yourself ever. You need special people around you. And obviously, Brother Red is right there. You know what I mean? Shit. Hey, W to brotherhood. You know what I mean? For real. Facts. Those pilots that fly helos and planes to fight fires have titanium balls. No kidding. That's something that I totally would not want to do. I would not want to be a part of that shit. I mean, maybe just to experience it one time or something, but not as like a job. There's no way. Mike, I haven't seen the GoFundMe for the party yet. Your party planner is slacking. No, it's actually me. I'm slacking. But I am definitely going to end up setting that up very soon. If you guys didn't know, a little side note. I have a lot of stuff kind of going on behind the scenes. I'm going to be performing here tomorrow. Our very first, me and my buddy Nick, we're doing our first set of gigs. We're playing at Gunnersville, which is about like an hour away from me. It's a humongous lake. It's a beautiful place. So we have a lot of our friends and family going and stuff like that. We're going to be playing there tomorrow, and then we have a slew of.
Hello. Motherfucker don't know how to say hello when somebody says hello? What up? Hello. Huh.
Guess they changed their mind, didn't want to talk to you.
Oh, no, they're still on.
Oh.
They're just not answering. Not saying nothing. Oh, well. We'll leave them on.
That those wildfires do still burn. Again, it did kick off last
Friday,
but on this Wednesday,
they don't want to hear
still
the news.
burning and still not 100% contained. We are learning crews are struggling to extinguish the wildfires because strong winds swept the areas overnight. We're learning about 4,000.
Yo, Brother Joker, my man, good to see you. Hopefully you're doing fantastic as well, man.
650 firefighters, soldiers, and other 130.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be plenty of recordings of it. Plenty. Yeah, especially with, family, friends coming. Yeah, they're definitely going to capture it. Yeah, appreciate it.
Observers in the area say the ongoing wildfires are the third biggest in South Korea in terms of land burned.
You know, that's not a bad idea, Hardwire. I can actually have my buddy Nick, who I'm performing with. I mean, he comes here all the time. He lives about an hour and a half, 2 hours south of me, but he makes the trip up here all the time. He was just here, not yesterday, but the day before. But yes, you know what I mean? We make shit happen. We can totally make something happen.
Really see how big these wildfires
Thank you, Jesse.
are burning
Appreciate
at this
that.
hour as the
Totally.
videographer and photographer there on the ground as he pans around just to show the devastation. Officials in several southeastern cities and towns have ordered residents to evacuate as firefighters continue to contain multiple blazes fueled by dry.
Shit, by the way, Carney is making a call out. Making a call out. He is saying, yo, you guys need to smash that like button. Because listen, we're not asking you guys to send in any cash or anything like that, or any donations. We're making sure that the one thing I do ask is that you guys hit that like button, yo. I very much appreciate you guys. Look, Naomi gave us an update, 26 in the chat and 26 likes, man. That's a humongous W for the Breakfast Club, by the way. Thank you all for participating and helping out the show, man.
Dry winds. So this is a developing story. We will continue to follow the very latest.
And we're going to move ahead
now from Fox. Again, if you're just now tuning in, a live.
We're going to move into the next breaking story. Now, this breaking story is, I think, some bullshit, to be honest. I really just quickly saw the headline before we started the show, and I think it's some bogus shit. But if it is, we'll just kind of skip. Let's see.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox here at 522 on the East Coast. We continue to follow breaking news out of South Korea.
Oh, wow. Lee says, I want to give a big shout out to Steve Easy and his wife for purchasing a cutting board to help me with the Mike Ball bar top. Thank you, G. Wow, dude. Steve Easy, my man. Thank you so much for contributing in totally different ways. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you guys don't know, Lee Lance is actually making this incredible bar top, Insane Wheels bar top that's going to go in here. It's sick as fuck, but it costs a lot of money because of the epoxy and stuff like that. It's a very expensive process. So, Brother Steve, I can't thank you enough for helping out in that regard and also getting something fucking badass because Lee knows how to create shit, you know, especially when it comes to like the woodwork stuff. Yeah.
Just devastating to share at this hour, learning at least 24 people have been killed.
Okay, so this is not the headline that I was thinking of. So I think it's right after this that there's another weird headline that is just whatever.
Associated Press, these wind-driven wildfires.
That's terrible.
South Korea's worst ever, ravaging the country's southern regions. Again, as I mentioned, killing at least 24 people, destroying more than 200 structures, and forcing 27,000 people to evacuate. Moments ago, off the top of our broadcast, we did share a live look out in that area, learning that
they had some serious devastation from this fire, dude.
Death toll included a pilot who died after a helicopter crashed during efforts to contain the wildfires. And we had a live look at that region. I can tell you all, they do still continue to burn.
That's freaking facts right there, Steve.
And they are not contained at this hour. So we will keep a close eye on this developing story. As we do so, I want to head back out to Geneva, Switzerland, as we are keeping a close eye on the United Nations.
No. Fuck the UN, yo. I don't care what the UN has to say at all. Looks like we're moving into communist Gaza. Let's go ahead and see what the hell they're talking about for this.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you.
Definitely will.
Tuning in, I'm Jeanne Francine. Some of the live images we are getting on this Wednesday morning. This one takes us out to Hawaii as we're getting a live look at Kilauea volcano.
Oh, wow.
And you can see how it's just flowing.
Hey, Hawaii always is popping off with their freaking volcanoes, man.
Down there in Hawaii. We're keeping a close eye on this as it relates to maybe evacuation orders in the area.
Look at that shit.
And other agenda items. Also keeping a close eye.
I wonder how far the camera is from this eruption. I mean, it looks like they're really far away, dude.
Out in Jerusalem, giving you a live look at the beautiful skyline there. Also,
Okay, so not communist Gaza. We're going to Jerusalem.
out in Gaza, as we are learning that the
There's
conflict
Gaza.
with
There's the difference. You guys see the picture difference? And what's funny is this shit is actually nice over here in Gaza, except for the hospital that got airstriked right here on this window. This is exactly the window that they got the political wing of Hamas in, I believe, 2 days ago on Monday. Anyways,
Israel and Hamas, it does continue. You can see
Thank you, Brother Carney.
Palestinians in the area having a somewhat
Yeah.
normal
Oh,
Wednesday
shit.
as they are walking around, but also learning that there is
Yo, 13. My bad. You're right. It is 420 somewhere, and it's 420 right here in my
about
head.
the hospital and medical staff. If
Got
we look
you.
back in recent days, you can see that black ash on the side of the building to the left of your screen. That's from an Israeli strike,
Yep.
where they say they did strike the hospital, learning that a Hamas terrorist was inside seeking medical treatment. The conflict does continue.
Which he wasn't. I mean, I can guarantee it. I don't know that as a fact, but I can tell you that their antics are to use their own people as human meat shields. That is kind of the average.
You on this Wednesday, also learning that the ceasefire is at a standstill. So hoping to get some comments and updates from the Israeli government on this Wednesday. It usually happens around 9:30 Eastern time. And if that
Looks like my
happens, we'll make
sister
sure
left.
to share it with you. As we continue with top
Yeah.
stories and live events, we want to head back out to a live
Thank
event.
you.
The
I just did that, by the way,
What's up,
Naomi.
Ryder?
So thank you for that.
United Nations Human Rights Council, they continue their debate and discussion. Let's listen in.
No, I don't care about this. You guys are on some bullshit. You guys are on some bullshit. More United Nations shit. All right. President Trump reveals details amid Signal chat controversy. And actually, within this controversy, I believe, what's his name? Waltz. He takes responsibility for whatever this Signal chat controversy thing is. Some Signal leak of some sort. I don't know what it means. I just saw the headlines this morning. Have no idea what the hell this Signal leak even is. So let's go ahead and kind of figure this out a little bit together. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. All right. We're backing it up a little bit. Dang. Come on, man. There we go. Come on.
Got 3 people watching.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you. If you're just now tuning in, I'm Jeanne Francine. We are 2 minutes shy from the top of the 6 o'clock hour here on the East Coast, and right now we want to transition to your top political headlines. Take a good look at your screen as we are following the very latest, learning that President Donald Trump revealed that a staffer with national...
So yeah, I'm just watching my buddy Mike's show. So my morning news.
Oh, man. No way. They're using Signal to communicate this? They don't have their own, like, special way of talking to each other using Signal? Fuck. Then, well, no matter what, I mean, it's not like Signal told the issue. I think it just got leaked by either screenshots or... So it wouldn't matter what platform they're on.
Senior Trump officials who were discussing plans for an upcoming strike on Houthi rebels in Yemen. The president added that Goldberg's inclusion in the group chat had, quote, no impact at all on the strike in Yemen. A lot to discuss and analyze this morning. So we want to bring into the conversation political analyst and historian Rich Rubino. Rich, good morning to you. Always a pleasure having you on the show for your candor. Good morning to you.
Yo, what's up, Commander? By the way, just wanted to pause and say hello. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for stopping by.
Me on again.
So for those unfamiliar with what's happened in recent days and even hours, can you catch us up? How did we get to this point?
Well, basically, Jeffrey Goldberg, who's a journalist for The Atlantic magazine, was inadvertently included in a memo, in a group chat involving United States high government officials discussing what was going to happen in the attack in Yemen.
Wow.
He did not reveal when this happened.
This is totally strange, by the way, Papa Penguin. totally strange that it was allowed. Why would they even bring in some reporter? Why do we need a reporter in this? What are we doing?
Not reveal what he did not reveal what was going on, but he did reveal it afterward. And we saw essentially that there was a conversation basically using.
Wait, he accidentally did it or he purposely did it?
Emojis congratulating each other between Vice President J.D. Vance, John Ratcliffe, John Ratcliffe, for example, Mike Waltz, members of the administration, basically interacting. And this was using the Signal app. And there are many that believe that this could have potentially mean that the Russians or the Chinese or any sort of non-state actor could very possibly have intercepted the communication and found out about the attacks beforehand.
Rich, on your screen right now, this is the very latest that we have from President Donald Trump on the Signal leak. It says, quote, "The main thing was nothing happened. The attack was totally successful." Break that down for us in perspective of politics and how it relates to media and all of that.
It's a great question. I think that whether the attack was successful or not, obviously depends on kind of who you ask. I think the Trump administration certainly says that it was. The Yemenis official were saying that there were a lot more people were killed, potentially, civilians were killed. But I think that the
What's up, brother GEG? Good always to see you. Hopefully you're enjoying your Wednesday hump day morning.
Administration, I think that there really are. This is just really giving quite a backlash against them. Even some members of the Republican Party, Roger Wicker, the chairman of the Armed Services Committee, has suggested that there should be some sort of an investigation.
Yo, Dragon Classic, good morning to you. Sorry for interrupting, but I just got to say hi to my people.
It's bad politics. Donald Trump would rather be talking about his economic plan, for example. He would rather be talking about how he believes that the action in Yemen was successful. Instead, every question he's asked just about is basically Yemen related.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Trump administration, President Donald Trump's press secretary not wasting any time to respond. Caroline Leavitt.
Man, Caroline Leavitt is on top of her shit always.
X. She says, quote, "Jeffrey Goldberg is well known for his sensationalist spin. Here are the facts about his latest story." She says, quote, 1, no war plans were discussed. 2, no classified material was sent to the thread. And 3, the White House counsel's office has provided guidance on a number of different agenda items. A lot of people are feeling this is a concern.
Well, I would argue a little bit here with Caroline Leavitt, and I love her. I think she's great. I think she's a great addition to the White House. But no classified material was sent to the thread. But if you understand our attack and what we're doing here, I would consider that shit classified material. Stuff that you're not supposed to have out in the public, right? I think it's pretty dumb, especially like we saw when during Biden that Israel's attack plans were being leaked and shit like that. And Israel was like,
that's all good.
Well, guess we're not going to tell you anything anymore. You know what I mean? Like, because obviously you guys can't keep your fucking mouth shut. So shit like this is a bad look. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be straight up. I don't care how it happened. I don't, blah, 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 but it still is a bad look on our side. All right, back to this.
Relates to national security. Rich, your thoughts?
Yes, and I think that this is very interesting because you might remember during the presidential campaign in 2016, Hillary Clinton was the Democratic nominee, was excoriated for using a private server for her emails. I guess they were very much classified emails. This is very similar. This is why Hillary Clinton, for example, did an eye roll in terms of an emoji on her own personal on her personal Twitter X page rather. But they're very much eerie similitudes between the two, I think, and a lot of Democrats.
It is recklessness, by the way.
Kind of saying, see, we told you so. This happens from other administrations, but it is true that you can go back to, for example, Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell, and there's always this kind of issue of where do you get how you kind of hide information so
how you
there's some sort of a non-state actor does not find out about it. What's going on?
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring up Hillary Clinton, Rich, because a lot of people are making that comparison to when she used that home server as Secretary of State. Do you feel like it's a fair comparison?
Yeah.
comparison.
Yeah, the mainstream media, I have not seen anything. You know how I say that I look at the headlines before we go live? I don't watch what they're saying. I just see the headlines. And so far, I have not seen any headlines regarding that specific executive order that was signed yesterday regarding voting. I think that's going to be brought up in the White House briefing, Mr. today. I think that's going to be brought up today. The mainstream media, are they going to talk about it? Probably not. But I know that the White House will probably end up spilling the beans on that.
Yeah, there are really eerie similitudes, I think, between the two. I think that Hillary Clinton, it was something that Donald Trump certainly used when he called her, for example, crooked Hillary Clinton during the 2016 presidential campaign. And Hillary would counter that other secretaries of state have done some stuff that is very similar.
Well, this is exactly why you see the way that I handle these situations. I don't care if it's for my party.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, if you want to help the channel, you can always hit me at that. Even right there, cash app. One day I'll get used. I'll really get used to it.
Which he's not. What this whole idea is to keep everything and everyone accountable. That's what the media, the mainstream media, was even invented for. News media, stuff like that. It was created to keep people in power and high positions accountable. Now, what ended up happening with the mainstream media? Those high elite people ended up fucking buying, the mainstream media essentially. And where did all that money come from? Well, a certain star state, you know what I mean? And it's owned ultimately by all them. Anyways, yes, I ultimately agree with what you're saying here, Steve, because I'm not a bandwagoner either. I have morals, ethics, and codes that I go by. And I can definitely tell when if something is done and I don't believe it to be true. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, because he said it. No, I have my own mind, my own way of thinking, Anyways, back to this.
But from a public relations standpoint, it's a complete disaster for Hillary Clinton. She could not really recover from that. There were other factors, too, for why she lost. One thing being not visiting Wisconsin, for example, the critical swing state. But that was something she never really could recover from. And now it's kind of a tat for tat, I guess. And you're seeing kind of a very similar argument that the
that's a W for chat, homie. Absolutely. 32 likes and 30 watching. Humongous W for the Breakfast Club, man. By the way, Mr. Boulay up in here saying happy hump day, folks. Absolutely. It is hump day. Working and lurking. These memos don't write themselves. That is a fact. We got Alabama's finest up in the building. Thanks for lurking and chilling with us while you're working, my man. Hopefully all is well.
Democrats are making in terms of saying that, if you went after Hillary Clinton for this, why are you doing this? So it's an absolute public relations nightmare, if you will, for the Trump administration.
Little shit.
Well, that's the perfect segue to this next quote. You talk about Democrats. If we look across the aisle in that response, Mark Warner saying, quote, when the stakes are this high, incompetence is not an option. He goes on to say Pete Hegseth should resign. Mike Waltz should resign. Rich, as we are having Democratic senators calling for these resignations, what do you think it's doing for that unification that President Donald Trump has called for since he has become president?
I think that it's really unified the Democratic Party. For the most conservative, most liberal member, they really want to be there in investigation. They want there to be answers. So when you're talking about there, Mark Warner is currently the chairman of the United States Senate Committee on Intelligence. I think that from a practical standpoint, obviously Peter Hegseth probably is not going to resign. Mike Waltz, I guess.
Yep, and that's that. I think ultimately, live streamers have kind of taken over the whole mainstream media thing because it's an independent thing. We're not paid to say something. We do things because it's actually who or what we think. It's not a bot for situation. Now, yes, you guys do donate and you guys do those things, but that's like, to me, that's a tip. I was already doing that, and you're helping to contribute to that. You know what I mean? You guys feel like you got value out of that. It's different when the money is given to you before you've even done the work and they go, you're going to say this. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am independent and I'm very proud of that. We got Brother Slim, excuse me. This little left-handed tobacco got me earlier. We got Brother Slim gifting out 1 freaking membership, by the way. Hey, over here at the Breakfast Club, man, it's very much appreciated, man. Because listen, not only are you helping me, but you're helping out someone in the freaking Breakfast Club, man. Always appreciate you. And if you guys ever get gifted memberships, by the way, little announcement. If you guys get a gifted membership, make sure you guys thank the people that gifted you a membership, because they're spending money, man. So, and you guys benefit from that. So, Brother Slim, I very much appreciate
theoretically
that.
would probably only resign if Donald Trump were to ask him to do it, but Donald Trump obviously has given him just about his full-throated 110% endorsement so far. But this is something that's really unifying the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party, I think, is basically going to use this as kind of a casus belli. And I think certainly in the 2026 midterm elections, there's something that they're going to make Republicans on the spot. I think Republicans, as they go to town hall meetings, are going to be asked about this. And the question is, are they going to defend the Trump administration, or are they going to do what, for example, someone like Don Bacon from Nebraska, who represents a district that last time went for Kamala Harris, did, which is essentially to excoriate the administration and say that it was incompetent.
Damn. Shit.
Rich, on this Wednesday morning, a lot of the viewers wanting to know what happens next for those Americans that are concerned about national security. What can you share with them?
That's a great question.
That is a great question, actually, Jeannie.
Don't know. I think that they probably will no longer use the Signal app. They probably would have to use.
Yeah, but the problem is it wasn't the application's fault. The company itself, Signal, didn't leak anything. That was human error. Are we saying, oh, we're not going to use this application anymore?
That's all the way.
You know what I mean? I don't think that is. I think this came down to a human error aspect. I think this is negligence. I think that it all boils down to accountability, right? You have to have, but there's no accountability that be had with Signal, for instance, right? Fair is fair.
More secure informations. Obviously, I think they were very reckless with it, and it certainly was an embarrassment for the Trump administration. It's something that probably will get. They probably will certainly get over, but it's something that I think Democrats will continue to harangue them about for basically being reckless and for being reckless. And obviously, this is not what the Trump administration wants to be in the headlines. They would much rather be in the headlines.
Course.
Their economic plan, what they believe is a successful foreign policy, and certainly not this.
Political analyst and historian Rich Rubino, always a thorough and detailed breakdown. Thank you so much for your dialogue and expertise on this topic.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move on ahead, by the way. Mike Waltz speaks to FNC in response to Signal group chat accusations. So, real quick, this is a big story, so obviously people are going to be wanting to get this story a bit. So we'll go ahead and hear what he's got to say in the beginning here. I didn't realize it was the next story.
Look, this is a great group. The president has a great team. This is not first term.
No, your team. I'm not talking about the other.
Was this morning?
No,
it doesn't show if this was live. I don't think. See, it says courtesy of the Ingram Angle Fox News channel. So it was on Ingram Angle, right? So I don't know if that was today or last night. It had to have been today, right?
No, these were principals and a couple of staff that were coordinating, as you saw, having a policy discussion as we went forward. And then just in the days before.
And Jesse, you know what's funny is I actually thought that they had their own communication system, but I didn't want to assume either. I think I assumed that they have secure communications, but I didn't want to voice that out onto something when I didn't know it for 100% fact. But that makes sense. That totally makes sense, Jesse. Let's see. We got Steve Easy saying, I wish these politicians would learn to shut the fuck up, take their lumps instead of trying to justify stupid behavior. I got to agree. I got to motherfucking agree, dude. Yeah, Fox News. 6. Her show is at night. Got you. Okay, so it was last night or early in the morning or something like that. But I think that
Hell yeah.
who knows, with special occasions like this, they may have gone live at like 2 in the morning. I don't know, but just saying. All right, back to this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
For what was an incredible strike. Not only did we take out people that the Biden team never could, that we took out headquarters, missile caches, and actually one of the leaders of the Houthi organization, we've since taken out several since. And that's what they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about the success here. They don't want to talk about the hostages getting released. They don't want to talk about the Black Sea ceasefire that we just put in place today as the president ends the largest land war in Europe, or the border, or the fact that Panama just kicked China out of the canal, and success after success after success. So they want to focus on this. It's embarrassing, yes. We're going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. And honestly, it's embarrassing that no one's going, you know what? Like, see, if I'm going to be real, if I did some shit like this, I'm going to be very honest. I think that I would just come out and say, yeah, that was my bad. I accidentally hit this button and it brought homeboy in. That was my fault. You know what I mean? Like, where's the accountability? Because that's exactly what I would do. I'd be like, no, that was me.
My bad.
You know what I mean? And I'm sorry that shit will never happen again. And that was totally my fault. I don't know why people can't in politics take accountability like that. Steve says everyone knows people are always going to focus on the negative. It's just human behavior 101. And that's sadly a fact. What leads in the media. Anytime there's good things happen, people are fucking handing out food and helping out hundreds of thousands of families and shit like that. Nah, no one gives a shit. That's just the truth. It sucks. Papa Penguin says it is against regulation and the law for them to use Signal. Did not know that, by the way. Thank you for letting me know. There are very specific ways they are supposed to have these types of conversations. It wasn't an accident they were using Signal. Understood. Did not know that. And obviously, I say that anytime something like this happens, I think people should be held accountable for their actions, no matter who it is on what side. You know what I mean? Because we can't say that you guys can't do this, meanwhile we're doing it type thing. We don't stand that way. At least us down here at the bottom, which is me, some just commentator, right? Some political analyst. To these guys, I'm a nobody. Anyways, back to this.
Of it. I just talked to Elon on the way here. We've got the best technical
that
minds
makes sense.
looking at
makes
how
sense,
this happened.
Papa.
But I can tell
Again, I don't like to assume things and speak on something when I don't know the full fact. I have a good guess on a lot of things, but I also don't want to make a fact claim without me knowing the fact, right? So thank you.
I can tell you
that.
for 100%. I don't know this guy. I know him by his horrible reputation, and he really is the bottom scum of journalists. And I know him in the sense that he hates the president, but I don't text him. He wasn't on my phone, and we're going to figure out how this happened.
So you don't know what staffer is responsible for this right now?
Well, look, a staffer wasn't responsible, and look, I take full responsibility. I built the.
Wait, whoa! He's about to. Well, let's see how he takes full responsibility and doesn't take responsibility at all. Let's see how this happens. We got Tats up in here, by the way, over there across the pond. Across the freaking pond over there in the UK. Always appreciate you, as well as Kitty, just so you know. Kitty's also over there across the pond. So we thank her for hanging out with us as well. And yeah, Wicked Smart. Yeah, that's true. You forgot next to the smart, after you say Wicked Smart like that, I have to see a clover. Like I immediately think Boston. You know what I mean?
The group my job is to make sure
Boston.
Everything's coordinated.
But how did the number? I mean, I don't mean to be pedantic here, but how did the number?
Have you ever had somebody's contact that shows their name and then you have somebody else's number there?
I never make those mistakes.
Right? You got somebody else's number on someone else's contact. So of course I didn't see this loser in the group. It looked like someone else. Now, whether he did it deliberately or it happened in some other technical mean is something we're trying to figure out.
So your staffer did not put his contact information.
No,
but how did it end up in your
phone? That's what we're trying to.
I think this is an alibi. I think I think that there's a half truth here being spoken.
You're right.
Okay, but that's a pretty big problem.
That
If
is
there-
what
if there are
that's what
numbers,
we've got the best technical minds, right?
That's
and that's
disturbing.
where I'm sure everybody out there
Is it
has
compatible with MySpace? Okay, think of WhatsApp. WhatsApp, you've got like branches that kind of broke off from that to be end-to-end encryption, which is Signal. Signal is a great app for that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's still end-to-end encryption. I have no idea. I know WhatsApp is not, right? I think so, since it's been bought by Mark Zuckerberg, right? Anyways, back to this.
had a contact where it was said one person and then a different phone number.
But you've never talked
What's
to
up,
him
trigger
before, so
warning?
how's the number on your phone? I mean, I'm not an expert in any of this, but it's just curious. How's the number on your phone?
Well, if you have somebody else's contact and then then somehow
Surprising, Jesse. That doesn't even surprise me.
gets
someone
sucked
sent
in,
you that
it gets
contact.
sucked in.
Was there someone else supposed to be on the chat that wasn't on the chat that you thought was
So
on
the
the chat?
person that I thought was on there was never on there. It was this
Who
guy.
was that person?
Well, I'm not. Look, Laura, I take
I really think that's cap. Homeboy,
Stop the cap.
just tell the truth so that you don't ever have to worry about it again. You know what I mean? Like, you just say it and then it's boom, it's done. Just take your lumps, get it over with, and then guess what? It's not going to be brought up, or maybe it will be, but not as bad as if you were to give a half truth.
I take responsibility. I built the group.
Okay.
So but look, that's the part that we have to figure out. And that's the part that embarrassing, yes. But Pete and I are veterans. We know these operations. He has been an excellent Secretary of Defense. And this was an operation that
Right. I get the sentiment there, Papa Penguin. Makes total sense. The reason you're supposed to use secure devices is to prevent things like contacts being incorrect. A secure device wouldn't have a reporter as a contact, period. It just wouldn't be in that device. And you're right about that, Papa Penguin. Thank you for all the immense knowledge today on this. Couldn't really do this story without you. You know what I mean? For real. I love that you have the knowledge behind this.
I mean, it amazes me. I guess the Democrats
What's up,
were
David?
fine
Good morning.
to leave all the sea lanes shut down. We're fine to have destroyers fired on dozens of times by this terrorist group, and fine to have Iran.
Whoa,
keep
hold
supplying them.
on. Shit. My bad. Real quick, we got Tats gifting out a membership, by the way. Super sorry I didn't see that immediately. Happens once in a while. But Tats, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Listen, if you guys got a freaking gifted membership, make sure you guys thank the people that gifted them, because they're not free. They're not free. You know what I mean? Listen, not only does it help me, but it helps someone in the Breakfast Club. So thank you so much, Tats. I very much appreciate that.
Missiles. That was okay. The president takes decisive action. And now we're seeing some real success in taking down their air defenses, opening the sea lanes, taking out their leadership. We don't want to talk about that.
Exactly, Jesse.
Now, the Atlantic told us in part that attempts to disparage and discredit us and our reporting follow an obvious playbook by elected officials and others in power who are hostile to journalists and First Amendment rights of all Americans.
Shit, that does suck, SNS. But hey, good morning to you. Happy Hump Day. Good to see you, kind sir.
They're saying don't blame the messenger. Your response to them.
Lied about Russia, lied about Gold Star families, lied about even as last year in terms of the president paying for the family of a Gold Star family that
yes, and thank you for doing that, Steve. The immense knowledge that comes out of Papa Penguin is actually incredible. And his channel, he's recently started uploading videos. You know what I mean? So you guys definitely got to go check that out. And Steve, boom, there it is. He put it up there. Go subscribe to our man, Papa Penguin, man. He's a fantastic dude. He's like a brother to me, man. He's a solid motherfucker. And he's super knowledgeable, dude. So make sure you guys go over there and check out what he's got going on over there, for real. And Brother Dwayne, by the way, good morning to you. Hopefully you're doing fantastic as well.
Absolutely
on this hump day morning.
Lie after lie after lie.
Have they ever apologized for any of that?
No. I mean, this is... Do we care about the mainstream media? Do we care about the Atlantic? What I care about is staying focused on mission, accomplishing the president's agenda, getting these things done, cleaning up the Biden messes.
I feel the exact same way, Papa. I failed everything in high school. Why would anybody listen to me? You know what I mean? I ain't an intellectual either, you know, just a world's most over. See, I can't reducted. See, look, see how illiterate I was right there? Did you see how I didn't immediately just read that? Yeah, I should have been able.
And there it is, Papa Penguin's channel right there in the link. His link's right there if you want to check him out. So
Able to do that. Well, point proven. You know,
it's not paying up, and the president has had success after success.
Oh,
he's got a fantastic national security team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just stunning how many people on the team have his 100% trust, and there have been enormous successes early on in this administration. But you all are rattling the old cages of the establishment, defense, and national security. Embedded people who are still working in government, a lot of great people.
you know, I think that would be a great skit for me and the channel. I think that would be a great skit to do. Steve, you know what? I may just do that. Dude. Mike Waltz is a rhino and a snake. Shit, David.
But the concern is that somebody got involved here who didn't want the president to be successful. And a lot of us are very concerned about that someone is in this orbit who doesn't want this president of the United States to be a raging success and turn our foreign policy into an America first approach.
Look, we made a mistake. We're moving forward, and we're going to continue to knock it out of the park for this president. Look at what he's gotten done in under 2 months. And I didn't even get going on the economy, on trade, or all of those other pieces.
And April 2nd's coming.
Yeah.
The DNI,
Liberation Day.
The DNI was very adamant today and very clear that there was no classified information in this.
No classified information? You mean how we're going to attack the Houthis is not classified information?
Stop the cap.
Bruh.
Stupid.
How can you say that shit is not classified information? I mean, let's just be real. Like, why do we have to say that? Because to me, maybe as a citizen, yeah, I understand that there's different fucking levels to this shit, but I would consider that a total breach of security, which to me, the way that you're attacking another country, that, I'm sorry, to me is classified information. So why are we capping?
Stop the cap.
In this text chat. And the Democrats, of course, are predictably, they're going to jump on this. But should Goldberg just release the other information that he has? Because he's standing on this, well, I'm not going to release this information because I have my standards and journalistic standards. Okay, but it's not classified information. So does it matter? Would you care if the rest of this information came out?
Look, I mean, I would prefer, certainly, as the president was saying today, if we could all sit in a steel-lined lead room and have all of these conversations. I certainly want our deliberations to stay confidential. This was an encrypted app that the CIA had on sitting there as John Ratcliffe was confirmed and walked into the building from the prior administration. It's on other agency apps. And so, no, of course I don't want it all out there. Because these were conversations back.
You don't want it all out there? Yeah, because motherfucker, it was classified. You know what I mean? Like that's some shit that maybe wasn't labeled by the federal government classified information. Maybe he's actually catering to the definition of the word. Maybe he's going, well, it's not classified information because the federal government didn't say it was. We didn't lock it down into a classified file. So, you know, but I definitely do see this as a lame move. I think this is total negligence. The Republicans piss, moan, and cry as much as the Dems. And you know what? I hate that shit because aren't we the party and the side that does not fucking bitch, moan, and complain? I thought that's who we were, you know? So it's a little bit of a letdown there for damn sure because it's not how I operate anyways. We got Frederick Frame up in here. Good morning to you as well, man. Always good to see my man. And real quick, Beezer says, I passed everything in high school, passed right by it. Partied and got a job. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. Yes, sir. You know, I actually attended high school. Never really skipped high school. That wasn't my thing. I just didn't do any of the work. I would just hang out with everybody. Anyways, back to this.
back and forth that you should be able to have confidentially. But what you also saw was a healthy policy debate in how we were going to achieve this for the president, what would be the results, what should be the timeline. And I think, again, I am fortunate to work for this president. I am fortunate to help him execute this vision, and incredibly fortunate to have this team around him.
But there's no classified information in this exchange.
No classified information.
But you'd prefer it not to be
Of course.
out.
That'd be, do you want everything? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is actually catering to the whole idea that this shit was not classified by the federal government before he talked about it. So he can actually say that. But I don't know, man. To me, that shit is fucking classified talk. Anyways, back to this.
No, well, I don't work for the government. I mean,
Yeah.
this is why these.
Right.
That's why texting in general,
Trigger warning.
in government situations.
Again,
is
as the
difficult.
president
I think
said,
he
if
was
we could
right
all
today.
stay in the same
Yeah.
room, but when we've got
But he's always been
people
like that.
moving,
Yeah.
right? As he said again today, I mean, that would be his preference.
Yeah.
I think all of our preference. But when he has people all over the world and we're coordinating these complex operations,
And
we're moving at Trump speed,
Fast.
fast, doing all of this. We're cleaning up.
Oh shit. All I have to say about that, Steve Easy, is good on you, cuh. All right, back to this.
I mean, we're doing 5 or 6 legacy-defining things in the first month, and we're cleaning up multiple Biden messes from the Middle East to Europe to the mess of our border, all at once at the same time.
You don't need any distractions. You don't need any side stories or distractions.
Yep.
And I think people are watching this. Most Americans don't. They want the answers, the bottom line.
Yeah.
You know, about Russia, about Ukraine, about China. But they read stuff like, oh wait, there was a 2023 DOD memo that said you shouldn't use Signal, and yet you hear Ratcliffe today saying, well, it was commonly used. So doesn't there need to be a standard across the board?
Absolutely.
Just don't use any of these apps. But then how do you communicate when you're not in a skiff?
Well, and that's what you heard. That's what you heard Elon talking about, kind of the mess that is.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. This is gone. This is a little rough. It's like if you just say, listen, man, this was my fault. Won't happen again, blah, blah, blah. In the way that he even said, like, well, no, I wouldn't want everything to be shown. Well, that's not, like, that was a rough question by Laura Ingraham. I mean, for him, you know, that was a good on her for asking the question, by the way. That's what true reporting would do. It's not supposed to matter what side you're on, but it low key does. But I'm glad that she actually asked the question.
Government communications. I could tell you a member.
And I don't like that
I've
broad.
been very frustrated about.
Let me make that very clear. I don't like Laura Ingraham. I think she's a fucking bitch. But that's a personal thing. You know what I mean? I'm just glad as a reporter professionally she asked the question.
The quality of our communications, we are working to address that. So one of the things
what do you guys
is doing is improving our IT, is improving our ability to communicate. And to the extent we get everybody in the same room, always better.
Yeah, it's always better. But you've never met Goldberg. He's out there saying you guys have met in the past, but you've never met him.
No idea. Wouldn't know him if I.
And see, you know, and that's the really shitty thing, Steve, that is fairly true. You know what I mean? There's only a handful of good guys in there. They do happen to belong on a certain side. And meanwhile, one other side doesn't have a single good person. Now, this is one thing that I really want to change politically. I mean, as you guys know, I'm running for the House, Alabama House 2026, which is next year. And if that I get elected to do so, I would hope that I would never be this. You know what I mean? I really want to change that. And I want to be able to speak for Alabamians for real. Not some bullshit. Like I really actually I want their voices to be heard. And that would be my job at the House, right? So nonetheless, it sucks that is damn near 100% true.
So you hear that?
I want to change that narrative.
If I saw him in a police lineup. Do now. Knew him by reputation about lying about the president over and over again. What I can tell you for certain, certainly wasn't reaching out or talking to him at all. Why would I?
Yeah, well, he's been one of the most vociferous, vituperative so-called journalists out there in the Atlantic.
Well, near and dear to my heart as a veteran is lying about Gold Star families who love this president, veterans.
Man, what a perfect script to just fill in the blank of what you did. And I am going to do X to prevent this from ever occurring again. Problem solved. Yeah, you're not even joking, Pablo. Like that would, if he would have just done this right here and just filled in the blank where he needed to, where you left the blanks there, I think it would have been like a 5-minute segment. But now we're into like a 15, 20-minute long interview of him coping and him trying to kind of get out of this shit, which is very unfortunate, man. I really wish motherfuckers would just take accountability for their shit, and especially when it comes to politicians, you know, because you're elected, you're put there for a reason, and you're letting your people down. That's not a good thing.
Who love this president and are thanking God he's president and commander in chief once again. And then you have a defense secretary.
Hell yeah, brother Red. I appreciate that. Yeah, my man.
This morning I was talking to is working out with the Navy SEALs out in Honolulu, leading, improving morale, improving recruiting, improving lethality, and working with those to improve efficiency and get our warfighters back to meritocracy mission focus. I mean, again, Laura, this team believes in this president. This team likes each other, knows each other, is working. Was there a mistake? Absolutely. We're going to improve it. We're going to fix it. We're going to move forward to achieve the president's agenda.
Why was Besant on this text chain?
Yo, chatting with Stacks. We got Stacks, the man, up in here. Hopefully you're doing fantastic and swell on your, hump day morning out here. We definitely are over here. Hopefully all is well. Good to see my man.
I was curious about that. There's just like little things like, why would Scott Besant?
Because you have a sanctions regime. This is again, right? You had Biden just literally they would swarm our destroyers with drones, cruise missiles, UAVs. At first, he would allow them to just shoot them down, then pinprick attack. Then 4 months would go by, shut down shipping. 75% of global commerce is getting rerouted. The world owes the president a favor, or excuse me, a thank you for taking this on and fixing this problem. And that is...
Can someone make this stop? For real, bro?
Emotional damage.
I'm starting to get emotional damage.
Oh, shit.
Up their money. Dry up their supply chain from Iran. Hold Iran accountable. Go after the missiles. Go after the leadership. If you're going to move against a terrorist group, you take them out. And that's exactly...
Bro, what are we doing out here?
Stupid.
What are you doing? This motherfucker being reckless as fuck right now.
What this team was doing.
I was actually relieved to see the nature of the exchange among you. I mean, it's kind of cool for regular people just to see, okay, how do these decisions get made with the president and the, obviously Miller is representing the president.
The last thing we need is our fucking politicians talking about Iran. They're fucking irrelevant to us. Why are we need to not take the fucking bait of Iran, okay? Let me make this clear. We need to stay our fucking asses out of the Middle East. Does everyone hear me? The United States needs to stay out of the fucking Middle East. Listen, if Israel wants to get rid of Iran, allow Israel to do it. Who gives a shit? But it doesn't need to be us. We don't need to be pushing it. We don't need to say anything. We don't need to fucking fund it. We don't need to do shit. We need to take care of our own fucking people. Why are we so focused on the Middle East? We need to focus on us right now, cocksucker. This dude, speaking of, that's what I'm saying.
Tell him, Mike.
Why would you speak like that? This is what's so dangerous about the nomenclature that is used by politicians, because they're the ones that end up riling up everybody else to, we keep hearing bullshit on Iran. Well, fuck them, and here we go. Well, let's go ahead and go get them. Well, no, motherfucker. No, we should not. No, we should not. Anyways, back to this. Sorry for the rant.
But I actually
thought it was
really refreshing to see how you all seem to have mutual respect. No one's like blowing off another person's opinion. And none of us know anything about how decisions were made in the Biden administration. Nothing.
Well,
or if he was even
who was deciding, not how decisions were made, who was actually deciding, because clearly clearly it wasn't him. But you
Yes.
see this healthy back and
Yes.
forth, this respectful back and forth, different points of view. But at the end of the day, we're executing the president's vision, the president's direction, keeping it all coordinating and moving at Trump warp speed to do it all at once. I mean, not only have the media been on their back foot and the Democrats been on their back foot, all of our adversaries are on their back foot in terms of how to respond to him and the pace with which he moves.
Are we going to end this Ukraine war soon?
We just had the next step today. We've had an energy aerial ceasefire. We just defined what those.
Let me go ahead.
Stupid.
Let me do it one more time.
Stupid.
I had to bring up the volume.
Targets that are now off limits on both sides are to de-escalate that. Now we're going to the Black Sea. The president's determined to end the war. And even, Laura, I mean, you have the NATO Secretary General, NATO, looking at the president in the Oval Office saying, you broke the logjam. Just months ago, no one was talking. Now we're going from, if this war will ever...
Yo, what's up, brother Hank? Good morning to you and happy hump day.
...end an endless war of people, treasure, and
Gotta tell 'em.
material to now how it will end. And of course, the people that were in the endless war camp are going to criticize how this president is going to end it, but he is going to drive it to an end, and it's an honor to be part of it.
And lessons learned after the.
Well, yeah, say yes. There's lessons learned. Don't go, well, actually, no, I take full accountability and blah, blah, blah. What do you mean, well, ... What do you mean, well? No, motherfucker. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
It's an honor to be part of it.
And lessons learned after the.
Well,
app. We're not using Signal app anymore.
Yeah, right. Lesson learned number one is you've got journalists out there who have made.
So we're gonna go ahead and blame. We're gonna shift blame. Now it's the journalist's fault. It's a journalist's fault because he's a scumbag that wants our information. It's these guys that change their names and do this shit to be conniving. What piece of shit fucking reporters, man. It's really their fault. Even though I take full accountability, everybody. But really, it's the reporter's fault. It is, yeah, absolutely. It's his fault. Stop the fucking cap, yo.
Stop the cap.
Unreal.
Fame and fortune trying to trash this
Fame
president.
and fortune? Oh my God.
God, Mike's losing it.
I'm going to
That's
lose it.
awesome.
There's no way this dude is this much of a fucking moron.
And so, look, we've got to tighten up. We are tightening up, and we have some of the best technology.
Well, it's happened to the best of us, but you know, he's President Trump just needs no distractions. He needs to, pedal to the metal.
He's
And
right.
Laura, it's the honor of a lifetime to work for him.
I really appreciate you coming in. There's a kind of a confusing set of facts, and thank you very much.
Well, now I totally have a different opinion about Mike Waltz now. Yeah, what day is it? It is freaking hump day, bro. Get down with your silly self. You know what I mean? Shit. See, exactly, Steve. He knows the deal. Everyone knows the deal here. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna be busy. The classic move.
What we call
this shit is fucking wild. What do you guys think of this shit so far? Honestly, this shit is a little wild. I'm a little upset actually. I mean, it's odd nowadays for a journalist to report on actual news. Yeah, that is true, dude. And something that I'm trying to also bring back. No Capca.
Stop the cap.
Knows the deal right there. Yeah, and that is true, by the way, Mr. Absolutely. Mike, here's my advice, homie. After the show, have a couple of drinks, smoke a few and few more, and drink more. Yeah, I'm going to. Today. Definitely going to do that. Going to take that advice. Listen, we've even got a show tonight at 7 p.m. And you know why I can't get completely hammered like that? I can't like get down with my bad self after this is because I do have to rehearse the set for tomorrow, as well as I got the show tonight on YouTube, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got the Diamond Effect, so can't get too fucking crazy beforehand. But after the Diamond Effect, it's going down. It's going down like a motherfucking train. Mike's on a roll today. Freaking love it. This show hype. Hey, yes, sir, man. we keep it fucking real around these parts. We were just saying earlier that
Yes,
hey, we're not no fucking bandwagoners over here. And look, yeah, Mike Waltz is on my party line. Absolutely, he is, but he's fucking up. And so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold him accountable. End of story, right? Shit. W for real news reporting, by the way. That's right, the real news. Not Fox News, but real news. I like that, man. A lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. So real quick before we get out of here, what we're going to do is we spent a lot of time on this story. There's a lot of news going on, but the one thing that I did want to bring up here is our upcoming events of the morning. Okay, so we had, which is, this is already passed, but I want you guys to at least know that these things just happened today. We have a few more things that a list just like this of upcoming events that I'll also provide for you guys before we leave. So 9 a.m. Eastern time, Maryland governor marks 1 year since Baltimore Bridge collapse. I'm not really sure of what is going on. I actually didn't know that there was a Baltimore Bridge collapse last year. I didn't know that. 9:30 Eastern, NTSB chair to testify at oversight hearing on aviation safety, which is planes, or just being up in the sky, right? 10 a.m. Eastern, as well as national intelligence directors testify on worldwide threats, which was actually a huge story going on right now as we speak. This is the Baltimore Bridge collapse. Okay. Now I do know of what they're talking about. My bad. I actually did know about this. They're just showing off what happened last year. Okay. I'm glad that we did that. So upcoming events. Let's see here. We've got another mass shooting in Mexico. New Mexico, I mean, and they do have the story on that. We're not going to go ahead and run that story right this second. We will probably report on that tomorrow. You know, just depending on how the news is coming out and if there's more information on it. We're trying to consolidate this morning. Looking for the next schedule here. Was there a breaking news? No, there wasn't.
And of course, you could hit my buddy.
See, I'm doing my due diligence here to make sure you guys get the headlines, understand what's happening today, as much as I possibly can. 6 people died when a cargo ship struck the bridge last year, by the way, and the city plans for a $1.7 billion replacement bridge to be built by 2028. Interesting that they have those.
Tonight might
ready to
be
go.
on.
And then here's the intelligence directors testifying on global threats. This is a huge hearing.
Their channel.
So unfortunately, what I was waiting for in this whole thing is the White House hearing. And unfortunately, it looks like that we do not have any. No, we don't. I'm going all the way to the end here. Nothing. Okay. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see the White House briefing, like that is in the title, as well as Vance was supposed to speak to the Marines. I told you guys at the top of the hour today that there's a couple of these things that we may not be able to get to, meaning the White House briefing and Trump delivering his remarks. I just knew that these were going to happen today. Not exactly what time. I'm not sure what time. It actually didn't show on any of the
posted yet. But
they're scheduling here.
I think they have
so real quick, the Signal chat leak. The Atlantic published new details in the war plan group chat saga. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and NSA Mike Waltz have faced calls to resign, and then President Trump administration blast the Atlantic and author of the story. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does consolidate us. Unfortunately, I try to get you guys as much information as possible, but unfortunately we don't have all of the information. I'm sure we will later on today and most likely tomorrow, right? But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank each and every single one of you guys enough for being here. I can't do this shit without you guys. You know, I have to thank you guys because listen, you guys could have been anywhere else in the world to be, but you guys decided to be right here with me, man. So I'm very appreciative. Make sure you guys hit my Instagram up at Ball Valve TV, where I post everything behind the scenes of the show, my lifestyle, freaking millennial food time. We get crazy over there. Make sure you guys check that out, as well as Naomi has been periodically, wrong nomenclature, periodically Oh my God. Periodically. See, illiterate fuck. She's been put in the Discord link. So look, I suffered just now to be able to say that. So make sure you guys hit that Discord link, man. Make sure you guys go over there and hang out with us. And because most of us, the majority of us in the Breakfast Club are now in there.
Awesome.
And we continue the conversation in there. We have great chat rooms. We have all sorts of places to put your motorcycles. If you guys are, bike riders, meaning you guys ride some motorcycles. We have all sorts of shit. We have IRL pictures. We have food. We have all great kind of shit over there. So it's great conversation, and make sure we stay in the same spot and all of that. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank each and every single one of you guys enough. Stick around we're going to be rating Carney's ride over there. Make sure you guys go ahead and show them a little love. Give them a like and a subscribe over there. And until tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back tonight for the Diamond Effect, man. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning for more of the World's Madness. Until then, God bless, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you to everyone.
Honor, love, and
a host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart steel and spirit.
already.
He rides up to his ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only maps will carry.
That's fucking awesome. All right. Now, where's my sister's zip tie? Yeah. She disappears. Now that everybody's going to be popping up. Let's see. Ready for the Mike Ball raid. Commander. Shaka bra. Oh, shoot, I appreciate it there, Mike. I really do, man. Fuck yeah, let's fucking go. That motherfucker right here. You know what? Let's burn it up. Oh, fuck yeah, Mike. Appreciate it. Let's go. Fire it up. Hit that like, subscribe. If you want, share it. Hit that notification bell. Share it to your brother, family, cousins, friends. What up, goats? It's the Post Mikey party. Whoop whoop. Hell yeah. Dwayne. Kitty. Comfy chair. So loud, what up? Slim. So yeah, just figured I'd jump on stream real quick. I was on for a while. Threw on some Black Dragon, and by the time he really got the show going after his morning talk, um, it was already Mike's show. So yeah, and of course we get the spams already too. All right, let's answer this. Hello. Hello? You guys. Okay. They call, but they don't want to talk to me. Wow. Good morning, Rob. Hey, Tats. What's up? So yeah, decided to jump on here. Like I said, ended up watching Mike's show through the whole thing on this channel. Um, like I tell people, one of my favorite morning news. I mean, and for my uh, Alabama familia out there, check out my friend, man. Um, this motherfucker will help you guys down there. It's about to expire. Would you like an extended warranty? But yeah, if you do want to sit there and really help the show, um, you can also hit me on that Cash App. I mean, so we were watching Mike's show. Uh, there was a few of us watching it here on my channel. Then, of course, everybody got to watch. uh, what was it? Hardwire. Let's see. That was awesome. Yeah, Mike was really going off on them. That was awesome. Talk about real news. Real news. All right. So, like I said earlier, um, I think this one was the Diamond Effect for tonight, the live. I don't think Mike has his posted yet. And then, of course, oh, there's Hardwires. What else do we have here? Got Chatting with Stacks. Check out Papa Penguin also. Fuck yeah, you do, man. I don't blame you. I mean, I'm the same way, man. If I have high expectations of myself, I'm the same way with others on certain things. So, fuck yeah. We will watch the Hardwire show. We'll put Dream Inside a Dream. Some inspiration shit. Huh. Kind of like watching Carney's Ride, watching Carney's Ride, watching Carney's Ride like this. Watch. Echo. Everyone good? It's not doing it. Oh well. Huh. It's crazy. Oh wait a minute. There we go. The Carney Show and the Carney Show. Shit. Oh god. Dude, every time I see that I'm giggling. Right on, Kitty. Shit. I know you're sitting there giggling at work now. So yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by. And, I tell you guys what. Um, don't forget, we'll be out in Tennessee. There we go. May 3rd. So save the date, Saturday, May 3rd. Registration starts at 10 a.m. First bike out is at 1:30 p.m. at the Bumpus Harley Davidson of Jackson, located 326 Carriage House Drive in Jackson, Tennessee. We're doing a dice run, not a poker run, so you could sit there and shake the dice. The last roll and after party, last bike in, around 5:30 ish. They're at the Vanguard MC Clubhouse. They're are at what is it, 191 Milan Highway in Bradford, Tennessee. So, like I said, dice run stops to be determined. Um, you know, once everything is all finished up and all that. So, and the after party is going to be at 7 p.m. We have live music featuring the Tipsy Gypsy. So, come check us out. If you can't be there, you know, I'll be doing live feed from here in Albuquerque all the way there and back and during the event. So, hope to see you there. We'll probably be doing a marathon. So, and if you want, check them out right here. At their Facebook. So, Moto. So, May 3rd, like I said, we'll be out there in Tennessee. Like I said, check out their Facebook. Let's see where. There's their Facebook page. If you want to check, I mean, shoot, we got schedules all the way out to what is this? May 4th, 2030, Saturday. Look at that year, 2030. We got schedules out there. Every May we'll be out there. Looks like 1 year we'll be out there later in the month, which will be in 2 years in 27. So there you go. There's the banner. If you want to sit there and do a sponsorship, we have a setup where you do the t-shirts. This is all the names on the back, the shirts. Here we got the ribs. So if you're going to be there, you can pre-order your ribs now. Oh, there we go. Back to the shirt setup. And don't forget, if you do ride motorcycles, hit this link right here. The National Motorcycle Profile Survey. This one's a 2024. Actually, it's not even that year. You could probably find it on my channel also, or my page. But yeah, do that survey. You'll understand why once you go there. For all motorcyclists, it helps out. It really does, through legislature and everything else. So, yeah, if you go to my Facebook, you can see so many debates and motorcycle rights organizations, motorcycle rights federations, stuff like that. Yeah, so I mean, so yeah, check out the page if you want to help out. It's for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, so it's always for the kids. Also, check me out. Yeah. So if you want to know a little bit about me, pretty much tells you. This is who I am. You can find me here on YouTube and Facebook. I used to do a lot of lives here on Facebook when I started back up. All my accounts you can see are very recent, within 2021. So, and I had to restart everything all over again. So there's a lot of video, a lot of pics that are no longer around. And apparently Facebook is taking down a lot of live feeds within a certain amount of time now. So, yeah. Let's see. Done. Let's see. Some of my flights. So yeah, I can't sit here and play a lot of these live feeds because it's just me riding, camera on me, just listen to my music. And of course, a few videos of me sitting in the front end loader, moving vehicles. Good stuff. Oh, looking at the globe or the sphere out of the penthouse. So yeah, few. I think this one might be one of our Tennessee runs. There we go. Turn to mute. Yep, we're in Tennessee there. And this is what I wanted to see. Yeah. Yep, right away, play music. So.
Come on, kid. Everybody pay attention.
Fun times. We always have fun over there in Tennessee. Like I said, we go out there. We do this butt run for St. Jude's Hospital, benefit run for them. You've taken the survey? Hell yeah, dude. I mean, we push it quite a bit. Well, my club does. All the way up to the national COC. I mean, it, we like to see. Thanks, I appreciate it. So yeah, right here on the top right corner, where my logo is actually. Never mind. So the reason why we call it Bling's Memorial is our brother Bling um, passed away, and him and the Tennessee chapter um, thought about this idea, and so they smoked a lot of smoke. They smoked a lot of pork butts, and that's where the butt run originated from. And for us, our first year out, we well some chapters end up pulling an iron butt to it, so it works out in different levels. So, and my brother Bling, like I said, he passed, and there's myself, our national prez, our brother Bling, you ride in paradise, brother, and our national VP. So, I love this familia. But let's see. But yeah, check those guys out. Like I said, there's their Facebook right there. Um, but if you want to help the channel and help the show. Hit me on that Cash App. Gotta throw that up there. Grifting. So, what do you think? This background? Or this one? The slot machine. Epilepsy time. Woo, 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 woo. I like this one. All right, so yeah, like I say, if you want to check me out there on Facebook, like I say, you catch me right there on the ticker on the bottom there. It has my Facebook and my YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm streaming on YouTube right now. I didn't put both of them. I figured if I could get more subs running YouTube, that'd be awesome. But that's why I sat there and we got it posted up there on Facebook for people to come over. So, because it would be nice to get those subs up. Because where are we at now? Where are we at? Let's go. You know what? I don't mind showing you guys. We're at 220. 220 subs. Almost halfway there. And almost a third way on views. So that's awesome, guys. I appreciate everything you guys have done and helping me get to those goals. Let's see. We got some people speaking. Okay. He's pretty good. Let's see. Rocket Queen. Of course. Live now from Fox. Papa Penguin, there you go. I got you. Let's see, God.
These are my pontifications on the end of American hegemony. America has a free rider problem. The U.S. has funded the defense of the West since the end of World War II, 80 plus years. We spent trillions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of troops, and all kinds of stuff protecting our allies. We have been the big stick for everybody. We spent so much money that a lot of our allies haven't had the need to stand up their own robust militaries, right?
Huh. Yeah, for every for all motorcyclists. That's what's good about it because um, wearing a cut or not, sometimes profiling is profiling straight up, and uh, yeah, it's nice to have people that's all the way up to the Senate and everything else that believe in motorcycle rights and and pass some of these bills uh, for negligence. So that's the reason why we do it. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. You know, if they got something out there, you guys got a chapter out there. Reach out to those guys too. You know, you know how it goes if you're clubbing it. So for a sit, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Oh yeah, hi kitty again. Oh. So yeah, this is a little bit of what a little bit of stuff I kind of watch here and there. Right, fit.
All right, let's talk about it. Okay, am I gonna really buy a gold wing? The answer is heck yeah, I'm gonna buy a gold wing. Why not? Now listen.
Gold wings are
Right.
nice. I just don't like fixed variants. That's why I don't care for the what is it? The Road Glide, Indians version, the Roadmaster, Honda's Goldwing. Uh, I mean, fixed fairing for me is not really much of a fairing, and that's on a sports bike. So yeah, some to theirs. I mean, everybody's got their own stuff. I just don't like it. I'm a sick bastard. Yeah.
Everyone, shut up.
I've got the screen record.
Everyone, shut up.
I know.
I've got the screen record on.
Yeah, you allowed. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's awesome,
That was
man.
so appropriate.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
That's fun.
Let's see. Still got 11 people watching. Let's see. Winter, winter flow. Oh, I bet. Ralph C. Ross. Why does that sound familiar? Let's see. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I got to. I didn't go to the last one, but our club always has our representatives there, so it's cool seeing those some of those guys. I can't think of some of their names, and that sucks. Some of them I got to meet in person, like Shaggy, uh, but some of the other ones I didn't get to. By the time I got to go say hey, they were gone. So a lot of cool guys. But as far as those were people up on the board, um, got to meet a lot of other brothers from different colors throughout the whole weekend that we were there. So that was awesome. Rough buzz. It goes $200 for a tire. Yeah. Shoot, for my Indian, that's what I would for my rear. That one probably would have been like about, I don't know, 375, maybe 400. I usually get them as a set, so yeah, it's about 800 for the set. $300. Yeah, I don't burn out my tires until it's almost time for a new one. Then I'll sit there and let that back one loose all the way to the tire shop. Where some of my brothers and sisters have told me I need to stop doing that because one day they're going to have to come pick me up with the trailer because I'm going to pop it on the way. Like, well, that's what prospects and trailers are for. So, down to the wire, get your money's worth. uh, Once, and yeah, I don't like to get to wire. I really don't. Unless I'm on my way to go get a new tire put on. What else? Who's live?
Oh, connect my channel.
Rocket Queen. Where do I know?
I know you can do that.
Let's see.
I know you can do that. use first of all, I use Opus clips too. All right, but where's my other like stuff I made? Oh, discover the power of inspiration. Right.
There's crisis line.
All right, let's see what this. This is supposed to be me, by the way. Angela. All right.
All right.
So let's see what came up with.
I don't know. Interesting.
NPR treated Berlin.
Or let's go to my channel. What do I got? Do I got anything? Probably not. I got this. What do I got? Do I got anything? Probably not. I got this. What do I got? Do I got anything? Probably not. I got this. What do I got? Wait a minute. Let's do this right. Let's do this right. We're gonna do Carney watching Carney watching Carney Carney. There we go. Carney watching Carney's right, watching Carney's right, watching Carney's right. The best was. Oh, that's cool. About 3 dealerships. Yeah. uh, but did you? Have you ever done it on weed? Looking at like in the metrics. Hell yeah. So yeah, crazy. I'm just having a blast right now. I mean, just chilling out. I'll get ready to do the dishes and everything for the wife, and then go and head out for the day. Um, make that money. But talk about making money if you want. You can always hit me on that Cash App. It does look like the metrics, though. It kind of looks cool, though. Well, you have a good evening. Um, yeah, I'll probably be getting off here shortly. But you have a good night and or a good evening, and dinner and chill. That's the way to do it. Thanks for coming out. Uh, so, anyway, anywho, anyhow, any what? It started getting quiet in the comments there. Well, we'll see you later, Miss Kitty. You have a good evening. Damn, that's a lot of Carney Vanguards just, going right over there. Right. There we go. Yep, like that. Kind of crazy. Interesting. No, that was this way. uh, but you know what? That sounds good. You know what? I should play a video. Oh, don't forget these guys. Check these guys out. Where are they? Where? No, not fast. Stupid. Dirty Biker Feast. So real quick. This ain't no fucking costume.
Do no harm and take no shit. Don't be a fucking hypocrite. No one cares what you say unless your actions say the same. What you see is what you get. I am trauma intolerant. MC life ain't that hard. Stop showing up in your fucking car.
Do no harm, take no shit. Love and loyalty, honor, respect. Hear this now and make no mistake.
That's all good, Dwayne. Just chill and enjoy the tunes.
Stay calm, my brother's keeper from here to the grave.
When I'm riding, ain't the fucking highway. Back roads, country folk, twisties make me overload. Ain't in a hurry, ain't being early. Fuck the clock, turn it up, I don't want it ever stop. Do no harm and take no shit. Don't be a fucking hypocrite. What you're claiming don't mean shit unless you walk that line you built. So kiss my ass if you don't like this. I don't really give a shit. I stopped caring what anyone thinks. I only have one life to live.
Do no harm, take no shit. Love and loyalty, honor, respect. Hear this now and make no mistake. I'm my brother's keeper from here to the grave.
Wanna know about ain't do no harm and take no shit. I don't play my words legit. Ask around, they'll tell you this. I'll be cool till a Judas kiss.
Do no harm, take no shit. Love and loyalty, honor, respect. It is now, and make no mistake. Our brothers keep up from here to the grave.
Brothers and many colors, honor, respect. Love these motherfuckers. Beer in the back where we kicking it old school, taking this shit across the nation. Do no harm and take no shit. Let those words sink in a bit. Bend or not or recommit to our love flag we represent.
Do no harm, take no shit. Love and loyalty, honor, respect. Live this now, and make no mistake. Our brothers keep up from here to the grave. Do no harm, take no shit. Love and loyalty, honor, respect. Live this now, and make no mistake. Our brothers keep up from here to the grave.
So that song came from our brother Vanguard Rev. Um, check them out right here. And a lot of people have asked me where I get my embroidery done and stuff like that. Let's see. It's in here. There we go. Let's see. Thought he had a YouTube. Could have swore he had a good YouTube. Huh. What? Could have swore. Or did I misspell it? Probably misspelled it. Oh, there's this one. There we go. Oh, I did misspell it. So, check them out. Oh well. All right. Alrighty, Carney Riders. I hate to spoil that fun, but that's it. That's all. I hope you had a ball. But Carney's ride's about to be over. I'm going to leave you uh, with this song, Carney Vanguard. So please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bar. And if you like what you see, share it with your friends, share it with your friends' friends, share it with your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, cousins, grandma, grandpa, you name it. You know, get those subs up and get those. I'll get that content rolling more and more every day. So until next time, and don't forget, If you want to support the channel and you like the content, don't forget you can always reach me at that Cash App, $, Carney Vanguard, capital C, capital V. Until next time. Peace.
Vanguard in a small town where the stars start to shine. The young man stands with the sunset's goodbye. He whispers to the wind about days gone by. Lost in time yet hopeful, he feels alive. Carney Vanguard, his heart beats slow as the sun sets low. Dreams of tomorrow, but fears he may fall. Carney Vanguard, whispers of the sunset in the quiet night. Hopeful and lost in this small town's life. Wishing for a better day, those shadows might bite. Dreams of a future where he won't be frightened. Carney Vanguard, through the fields where the wildflowers grow, he finds a path that seems to know. Each step he takes with a heart so bold, toward the sunrise where the darkness is old. Carney Vanguard, his spirit lifts as the sun sets low. Dreams of tomorrow, but fears he may fall. Carney Vanguard, whispers of the sunset in the quiet night. Hopeful and lost in this small town's light. Wishing for a better day, those storms may ignite. Dreams of a future where he stands so right.